Good morning and welcome to the Morning Espresso. You're watching Indian Express. I am Charulata Biswas and here are the top news stories of the day. Let's begin with the big story. There are no signs of a let-up in the opposition's pressure on the government in Parliament as members continue to disrupt proceedings seeking a structured discussion on the Pegasus affair. However, amid the din, the government passed 5 bills, 3 in Rajya Sabha and 2 in Lok Sabha. The Indian Express is in Tokyo. Wrestler Ravi Dahiya is a man with many myths across the string of akhadas in Outer Delhi and Haryana. On Wednesday, Dahiya added to his legend down 9-2 with less than 2 minutes to be played in the semi-final of the 57 kg weight class. Dahiya scripted a turnaround that will go down as one of the great Olympic moments in wrestling. Let's have a look at the front page. In part 2 of the Indian Express series, Counting the Uncounted, we look at how only 2 of the 8 states that shared records of all-cause deaths during the peak months of the second COVID wave with us have widened the definition of COVID-19 deaths, especially for purposes of providing ex gratia to affected families. Read the full report on our website indianexpress.com. India has joined an exclusive list of a handful of nations capable of manufacturing powerful naval vessels as it began sea trials of its first indigenous aircraft carrier. The carrier will carry the name INS Vikrant, the same as the Indian Navy's first aircraft carrier that was decommissioned in 1997 after more than 35 years of service. The construction of the Ram temple at Ayodhya won't be completed before 2025, though devotees may be allowed to visit and pray at the partially built structure by December 2023. Sources said the temple construction was taking time as the soil at the site is not suitable for a grand structure. Here are the must-reads. Since 2019, when Jammu and Kashmir's special status was revoked, the administration has booked over 2,300 people in more than 1,200 cases under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act and 954 people under the Public Safety Act. The mysterious death and hurried cremation of 9-year-old Dalit girl in Delhi has prompted outrage in the national capital and triggered a political firestorm. But away from all of this, in the young girl's one-room home, her family is struggling to come to terms with the loss, recalling the moment her mother said, "My child's clothes were wet and her lips were blue. I fell unconscious." This was after she found her daughter's body at the crematorium near their house. And in an exclusive, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami speaks to the Indian Express about why his government is pushing to hold the Char Dham Yatra. The Chief Minister said there's a big difference between the two yatras. In Kanwar Yatra, people gather at one place, but in Char Dham Yatra, it is not the same. We wanted to run it on a small scale following COVID-19 guidelines. After the Indian Express's story on how the wife of a gallantry awardee was denied annuity for her late husband's Kirti Chakra award because she had married a person other than his brother, the Punjab government has now amended its archaic policy. As per the new rules, a legally married spouse of the deceased gallantry award winner will continue to receive the allowance during her lifetime. And finally, leaving you with stories you shouldn't miss. Only a few centimeters separated the Indian women's hockey team from another historic win. In the end, with just 18 seconds left in the match, Navneet Kaur narrowly missed the target and the team lost the semi-finals to Argentina 2-1. But the loss does not take away from how far the Indian team has come. They still have a shot at a medal, a bronze, when they take on Britain in the playoff match. Ever since YSRCP initiated the disqualification process against its party MP K. Raghu Ramakrishna Raju for anti-party activities, the rebel MP has found himself being increasingly isolated by his party colleagues. And in today's episode of Three Things, we look at Lovlina Borgohain's historic win, the new digital payment system e-Rupee, and the new crisis after COVID and bird flu that the poultry industry is facing. So that's all for today. Catch all the top news stories with me on weekdays here at Morning Expresso. Keep yourself updated with the latest news stories at indianexpress.com. Thank you for watching and do subscribe to our channel.